Welcome to BPO and Beyond, financial freedom for BPO employees in the Philippines. BPO and Beyond podcast helps us empower Filipino BPO professionals to achieve financial freedom through career advancement, smart investing, and entrepreneurship. We deliver actionable strategies tailored to your unique challenges and opportunities. Stop dreaming about financial independence. Start building it. Your promotion, your future, your freedom. Welcome to BPO and Beyond, Career Compass Series, the podcast that helps BPO professionals and ambitious workers navigate their career journey and build financial freedom. I'm your host, and today we're tackling one of the most common questions I hear when I do my coaching regarding careers. How do I know if I'm on the right career path? If you've ever found yourself staring at your computer screen during another late-night shift, wondering if this is really where you're supposed to be, you're not alone. Whether you're working in a call center in Makati, handling customer service from your home office, or managing accounts for international clients, that nagging question about your career direction affects millions of professionals worldwide. Let me start with a story that might sound familiar. Maria, a 26-year-old customer service representative from Quezon City, explained in one of our coaching. She'd been working in the BPO industry for 4 years, earning a decent salary that supported her family. But every Sunday night, she felt this heavy feeling in her chest thinking about Monday morning. She was good at her job, her supervisors liked her, and she was even being considered for a team leader position. So why did she feel so lost? Maria's story illustrates something crucial. Being good at your job and being on the right career path aren't necessarily the same thing. Today, we're going to explore the signs that indicate whether you're heading in the right direction, and more importantly, what to do if you discover you're not. Before we dive into the signs, let's address the elephant in the room. In the Philippines, and particularly in the BPO industry, there's often pressure to be grateful for stable employment. At least you have a job, people say. At least you're earning well. And while gratitude is important, it shouldn't prevent you from pursuing a career that truly fulfills you. The truth is, you can be grateful for your current position while still working towards something better. In fact, recognizing whether you're on the right path is the first step toward building a career that not only pays the bills, but also brings you satisfaction and long-term growth. So, how do you know if you're on the right career path? Let's explore the key indicators. Sign number 1, you feel energized by your work. When you're on the right career path, work doesn't feel like a constant drain on your energy. Now, I'm not saying every day will be perfect or that you'll never feel tired. Every job has its challenging moments. But there's a difference between the natural fatigue that comes from a productive day and the soul-crushing exhaustion that comes from doing work that doesn't align with who you are. Think about it this way. When you're doing something you're passionate about, time seems to fly. You might look up from your desk and realize hours have passed without you noticing. You find yourself thinking about work problems even when you're not at work, not because you're stressed, but because you're genuinely interested in finding solutions. For BPO professionals, this might mean you actually enjoy helping customers solve their problems, or you find satisfaction in the analytical aspects of data processing, or you're energized by the fast-paced environment and the opportunity to work with international teams. If you're constantly watching the clock, counting down the minutes until your shift ends, or if you need multiple cups of coffee just to get through the day, these might be signs that your current role isn't the right fit for your long-term career path. Sign number 2, your skills are growing and being utilized. A clear indicator that you're on the right path is when you feel like you're continuously learning and developing new skills. Your current role should be a stepping stone that's preparing you for bigger opportunities, not a dead end where you're doing the same tasks day after day without any growth. In the BPO industry, this growth might look like moving from basic customer service to handling more complex technical issues, developing leadership skills as you mentor new team members, or gaining expertise in specific software or processes that make you more valuable in the job market. Pay attention to whether your supervisors are investing in your development. Are they offering you training opportunities? Are they giving you stretch assignments that challenge you? Are they discussing your career progression with you? If the answer is yes, and if you're excited about these opportunities, it's a good sign you're in the right place. On the flip side, if you feel like your skills are stagnating, if you're not learning anything new, or if you feel overqualified for your current responsibilities with no clear path for advancement, it might be time to reassess your direction. Sign number 3, your values align with your work. This is a big one that many people overlook. Your career should align with your personal values and what you consider important in life. If there's a constant conflict between what you believe in and what you're required to do at work, you'll likely feel unfulfilled no matter how much you're earning. For example, if you value helping people and making a positive impact, working in customer service where you can genuinely solve problems and improve people's experiences might feel fulfilling. But if you're in a role where you're pressured to upsell products that customers don't need, or if you're working for a company whose practices you disagree with, you'll likely feel conflicted. Similarly, if you value work-life balance and family time, but you're in a role that requires constant overtime or irregular schedules that prevent you from being present for important family moments, there's a misalignment that will likely cause long-term dissatisfaction. Take some time to identify your core values. What matters most to you? Is it financial security, creativity, helping others, intellectual challenge, flexibility, or something else? Then honestly assess whether your current career path allows you to honor these values. Sign number 4, you can see a clear future. When you're on the right career path, you should be able to envision where you're heading. You don't need to have every detail figured out, but you should have a general sense of the direction you're moving in and feel excited about the possibilities. This means you can answer questions like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What skills do you want to develop? What kind of impact do you want to make? What level of responsibility do you want to have? If you're in the BPO industry and on the right path, you might envision yourself moving into management, specializing in a particular area like quality assurance or training, transitioning to a client-side role, or even starting your own business using the skills you've developed. The key is that this future vision should feel achievable and exciting, not overwhelming or impossible. If you can't imagine a future in your current field that excites you, or if the only advancement you can see requires you to become someone you don't want to be, it might be time to explore other options. Sign number 5, you're building valuable relationships. Career success isn't just about individual achievement, it's also about the relationships you build along the way. When you're on the right career path, you'll naturally connect with colleagues, mentors, and industry professionals who share your interests and can support your growth. In the BPO industry, this might mean building relationships with team leaders who become mentors, connecting with colleagues who share your career ambitions, or networking with professionals in client companies who can provide insights into other opportunities. If you find that you're constantly in conflict with colleagues, if you don't respect the people you work with, or if you feel like you don't fit in with the company culture, these could be signs that you're not in the right environment for your career growth. Good relationships at work aren't just about being friendly, they're about mutual respect, shared goals, and the opportunity to learn from each other. When you're on the right path, these relationships will naturally develop and support your career advancement. Now, let's talk about what to do if you're recognizing that you might not be on the right career path. First, don't panic. Realizing that you need to make a change is actually a positive step, even if it feels overwhelming right now. Step 1. Conduct an honest self-assessment. Take time to really think about what you want from your career. What are your strengths? What activities make you lose track of time? What kind of environment do you thrive in? What are your non-negotiables? Write down your answers. Sometimes seeing your thoughts on paper can provide clarity that just thinking about them doesn't offer. Step 2. Explore your options. Just because you're not on the right path now doesn't mean you need to make a dramatic career change overnight. Start by exploring opportunities within your current company or industry. Could you transfer to a different department? Could you take on additional responsibilities that align better with your interests? If you're in the BPO industry, there are many different paths you could explore. Quality assurance, training and development, business analysis, project management, or client relationship management. Each of these requires different skills and offers different rewards. Step 3. Develop new skills. Once you have an idea of where you want to go, start developing the skills you'll need to get there. This might mean taking online courses, attending workshops, or seeking out stretch assignments at work. The beauty of living in the digital age is that you can learn almost anything online. Whether you want to develop technical skills, leadership abilities, or industry-specific knowledge, there are resources available to help you grow. Step 4. Network and seek mentorship. Connect with people who are already where you want to be. This doesn't mean you need to attend formal networking events, although those can be helpful. It could be as simple as reaching out to someone on LinkedIn, asking a colleague for coffee, or joining professional groups related to your area of interest. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. Most people are willing to share their experiences and insights, especially if you approach them respectfully and show genuine interest in learning. Step 5. Create a transition plan. If you determine that you need to make a significant career change, create a realistic timeline for making that transition. This might involve saving money to support yourself during a career change, gaining additional education or certifications, or gradually shifting your responsibilities in your current role to align more closely with your desired career path. Remember, career changes don't have to happen overnight. In fact, gradual transitions are often more successful because they allow you to test your assumptions and build the necessary skills and relationships before making a complete change. Let me share another story. Remember Maria, the customer service representative I mentioned at the beginning? After doing some self-reflection, she realized that what she really enjoyed about her job was training new team members and helping them succeed. She loved seeing that moment when a concept clicked for someone, and she was energized by the challenge of finding different ways to explain complex processes. Maria started volunteering to help with new hire training in addition to her regular duties. She took online courses in instructional design and adult learning principles. She built relationships with the training team and eventually applied for a position as a training specialist when one became available. Today, Maria is thriving in her role as a senior training specialist. She's earning more than she was in customer service, she looks forward to going to work, and she can see a clear path for advancement in learning and development. Most importantly, she feels like her work has meaning and impact. Maria's story illustrates an important point. Sometimes the right career path isn't about changing industries entirely. It's about finding the right role within your current field that aligns with your strengths and interests. Before we wrap up, let's address some common concerns I hear from associates about career path decisions. But I need the money. I can't afford to make a career change. This is a valid concern, especially if you have financial responsibilities. The key is to make strategic moves rather than impulsive ones. Start by exploring opportunities that could increase your income while moving you in the right direction. Look for roles that offer better compensation while also aligning better with your career goals. Also, consider that staying in the wrong career path might actually cost you more in the long run. If you're not growing and developing, you might find yourself stuck at the same income level for years, while people who are on the right path continue to advance and earn more. What if I make the wrong choice? Here's the truth. There's no such thing as a perfect career path, and you'll likely make several adjustments throughout your working life. The goal isn't to find the one perfect job. It's to make choices that move you generally in the right direction and allow you to grow and develop. Every experience, even the ones that don't work out exactly as planned, teaches you something valuable about yourself and what you want from your career. I'm too old to make a career change. Age can certainly present challenges, but it's rarely an insurmountable barrier to career change. In fact, the experience and maturity that come with age can be significant advantages. You have a better understanding of yourself, you've developed valuable skills, and you often have a clearer sense of what you want from your career. The key is to leverage your existing experience and skills as you make the transition rather than starting completely from scratch. As we wrap up today's episode, I want you to remember that being on the right career path isn't about finding a job where every day is perfect. It's about finding work that aligns with who you are, utilizes your strengths, and provides opportunities for growth and fulfillment. If you're currently questioning your career direction, that's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of self-awareness and ambition. Use the signs we discussed today to assess your current situation honestly, and don't be afraid to make changes if you determine they're necessary. Your career is a journey, not a destination. It's okay to take detours, explore different paths, and make adjustments along the way. The most important thing is that you're moving in a direction that feels right for you. That's all for today's episode of Career Compass. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Just comment below or on any of our social media pages. Also, send us a message sharing your career path story or questions you'd like me to address in future episodes. Next week, we'll be tackling another common question. How can I get promoted when there's so much competition? We'll explore strategies for standing out in a crowded field and positioning yourself for advancement. Until then, remember, your career is in your hands, and every step you take toward alignment and growth is a step in the right direction. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.